So I was going to do this Dark Angel in much the same way that Richard Gray does his figures, with a very thin stippling process. But I found I didn't like the finish very much, certainly not for this one. So out comes the airbrush. We've gone from Caliban green, and the stippling went through warpstone and up to moot green. So with the airbrush, just tidying it up with some thinned moot green, adding a tiny bit of white, and we'll just focus some highlights on the armour. The airbrush really smooths things out. It's mixed with a little bit of flow improver and a little bit of a fluid retarder, which is a Winsor & Newton Galleria fluid retarder, which is quite handy. So once you've done the white, it looks a bit washed out, but you need to keep it to the sort of very prominent areas. And then this is heavily thinned Caliban green, which you just airbrush over the top as like a filter to bring that green back. Now, this is a mix of, actually might just be pure coal black from Pro Acryl. So that's just sponged on with one of those weird kitchen sponge things you can get from any supermarket. Just cut a piece off or tear a piece off, get some tweezers, and just go around some of the edges where wear and tear is likely to occur, and then you can use a brush for longer scratches and just refining some of the damage and just make it a little bit nicer. This is now an oil wash, which is just very, very simply, it's a mix of black and Payne's grey. You want it darker than the colours you're putting on, ideally. Otherwise it'll look like a sort of dust wash. And that's what it looks like when it's all done. Thanks ever so much for watching. Hope you've enjoyed it.